I always like to think that the UFC champ or the boxing heavyweight champ that believes they are the greatest is more empowering than the one who's out for revenge. But man, the one out for revenge wins a lot of the times. The one who's pushing against, now I'm gonna get back at you. Rage, nothing gets more shit done than that emotion of rage. We like to say, no, freedom and light is the one that carries it. Man, I don't know, that's maybe too evolved for us to really grab a hold of. Rage and anger and revenge are mighty powerful emotions, man. They get a lot of shit done. I think we should take some time to be able to look in the mirror and own that thing that we pulled off and go, good job. That's what you wanted. That's what you got. At the same time, be able to, as we do more often, look in the mirror when we fail and go, bogey. But it's kind of big in the ownership idea, the fail or the gain, ownership being really important. Try to be today someone you want to have a beer with. It's a pretty good, easy way, pretty good bumper sticker. You know what I mean? I stayed steady. My faith helped me stay steady. I did have a real belief, whether I was tricking myself or not, that there's a bigger pot of gold for me on the other side of this if I out-endure it. I'll out-endure this summit. But it's so much easier to figure out who you're not. And if you start eliminating the who I'm not, by sheer mathematics, you end up more of what feeds you and who you are. And it's a hell of a lot easier thing to go, how can I get rid of some bullshit in my life, than it is to go, well, how do I go to my true self? We all want to be relevant, but I think we all forget to ask ourselves relevant for what before we chase our relevance or chase success. I think there's a difference between success and profit. Profit does pay you back. Can you do things, and I love money, I'm all for it, but I see a lot of one-way tickets that are, you can get successful, have more money, but not be making a profit in your life. How many times we sacrifice quality for quantity? The two don't have to be separate. Now, you may have to make some sacrifices of quantity to have more quality, but I think we should give quality more credit than we do. I think we just need to ask ourselves that question, relevant for what? And also in the pursuit of quantity, which is what the world rewards, ask ourselves, watch out, just drinking the Kool-Aid and go, what is the quality? What do I want? And again, that's a hard question of what do I value the most? What do I really value the most? And it's a hard question to answer, but if we can answer that, make sure it makes us answer the quality question of what we want more of, and not just the quantity question. Because a lot of us, I've done it too, been blind as could be, chasing the quantity to see, let me see if I can get the biggest number. Say what you can do what you say. If you can't do it, don't say you can do it. Don't over-leverage yourself. Don't over-leverage a decision and then jump in and dip a toe. I think I'll try it out. No, think if you're going to try it out beforehand, but when it's time to go, dive. Finish it. Find out. Come out the other side. Don't leave it and go, if I just would have. That keeps me up at night. I think it keeps a lot of us up at night. When you half-ass something and you just don't know whether you failed or succeeded, got what you want or didn't get what you want. Finding out and looking in the mirror and going, I didn't half-ass it. I went all the way. I found out, and that ain't for me. Or I found out, and you damn right that is for me. That's a great place to get to. But the limbo of not knowing, if you half-ass something, the limbo of going, I hedged my bet, trying to live lighter with less gravity, live lighter, not take certain things so seriously, but still have the principled backbone, more backbone to hold on and be principled to what I stand for, what I stand against, when it becomes easier and easier to just go with the flow. And I'm not ready to go, let's just go with the flow. I don't want to pick the wrong battles. I'm trying to be discerning and not picking the wrong fights, because I like picking fights and going after challenges. But I'm in a place, I'm kind of like, man, it's tough duty to win the fair fights. And there's a lot of unfair fights out there. And why do I want to spend my time, if I got 24 hours a day, picking unfair fights when I'm busting my ass to win the fair ones? What if I didn't? What if those calls never came? Would I regret that sitting here now? I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't be sitting here now. But I bet everything I got, there's no way I'd regret it. Whatever I'd be doing in my life right now, I would have said, this opened up. We just started off the conversation with this. The things you don't get have put us more in places where we are, where we find our own satisfaction than the things that we do get in many ways. I mean, like I say, it's, life's mystery going forward, the science looking back. When you look back, we can all connect every single dot. It's mathematical, scientific how we got to this table right here. we got plans for this afternoon, but we're not sure what's going to happen. But everything looking back, it's all connected if we go back and look at it. And there's a whole lot of, I thought that was the end. Well, it was the end, but it was the beginning of this thing. Or I caught that red light and therefore made me 60 seconds later to get to that cafe where I met that movie producer or that woman who became my wife or whatever that is. It don't make sense at the time, but boy, looking back, it's all a science. My undeniable optimism and faith that this isn't all it is. And if it is, oh, so what? That's okay. Well, then really, so what? You know what I mean? What's the big deal? Two, it minimizes, I seem to have a tendency not to make a bigger deal out of things that other people make a bigger deal of. Dramas. I don't like to create false drama. Somebody, Matthew, you're so full of yourself. And with that thinking, I was like, well, who else am I supposed to be full of? Stopped after. I was like, that's exactly what I meant. And I went and wrote that down. I wish more people were more full of themselves. Not in the arrogant way, but I'm talking about a healthy ego to understand. And I understand the ego's difference between I and me. Me's the objective, but to know the I wish more people, I wish we were more full of ourselves. I wish more people in the world were more full of themselves. I think part of the challenges in life is a lot of us are running around half-assing ourselves, half-fooling ourselves, not full of ourselves, not studying ourselves enough, not holding ourselves to task enough, not patting our own self on the back when we do get what we want enough, not cracking our own whip on our backside when we do get out of line even though we knew better. I wish we were more full of ourselves that way. Sometimes you're running and the other one's walking. And it's okay to be ahead, but don't lose sight. Don't get so far ahead that you leave your mate lost back there going, somebody's real healthy, the other one's on IR. We're still on the same team. That takes patience by the one who's healthy and takes persistence by the one who's on IR. But you gotta wait up to hold that hand to go, we're still doing this together, even though maybe in this zone right now in my life, I'm flying and you're walking. So certain things that I find, well, she's flying and I'm walking. And so navigating that and how we change as we grow up, redefine, everyone can have their own definition of success. And ask yourself, can I have quality with the quantity and can I have profit with my success? And profit leans into relationships. I think profit ends up to be a spiritual question too. And how we treat ourselves and others. I think it's a longer game. This chase for just success, if that's money and quantity, is a short-sighted game. If that's all you're after. Sit there, because I'm banging my head here and I'm going to eliminate some of that stuff. I want to get some of those things out of the way that had another hangover. I drank the same amount. When I didn't, you don't usually have a hangover. Oh, maybe it was the conversations I was having. Maybe it was the people I was hanging out with. Those, just clocking some of those things and eliminating them is a much easier place to start. And maybe more valuable